ladies and gentlemen, to the Whisper of Winter D&D campaign. Last time we left off, our intrepid heroes traveled to the vortex city of Cognosa and tracked down Melindrock and fucking killed him. Without hesitation, Jason stabbed Melindrock through the chest. Oh my god. And afterwards, you headed back to Wildmount in search of Anya, headed to Pandemonium, retrieved her soul and her body, returned to Odislo. In your mind, you kind of have this feeling of, all right, now you're satisfied because you feel as though it's over. But Crystalina had kind of a vision in her mind and a voice in the back of her head that went, it's not over by a long shot. The war is just beginning, truly. And Hilera headed over to interrogate, or rather just not talk and convert Fyra back into Fyra after being tamed by the Somnova. You also did some research on what the Cognosa is, and you found that it was the city that hides something much darker and larger than life, and potentially something that is the opposite of life in general. But afterwards, you just headed to see if the divine intervention on Elian could turn her back into Fyra. And that's where we last left off. So you now stand in this kind of cold interrogation room. The walls are made of wood, and there's a short table. Elian is restrained to a chair, and there are these knights standing guard to pretty much assure if anything goes wrong, they can be there for assistance. But yeah, and she's just looking up at you, going, "What do you want from me?"
She's gagged.
What do
I
you want
remember
from
she
me?
was gagged. Alright. Stamos, do your thing, please.
I'll try. And he'll cast Contact to the Plane. Alright. So, as he has
so
this...
he doesn't hit his head anymore?
As he... what a callback. As he kind of reaches out towards the sky, and you see his eyes kind of darken and open and grow white, and then they kind of arc off in this lightning bolt pattern, and then he grabs at the sky, and I'm gonna roll a d100. So the way this is gonna work, on a 20 or lower, it succeeds. On anything else higher, she stays Elian.
Okay. I can't see it. Wait, no. Oh, that was so close. Oh.
Unfortunate. You hear eventually these lightning bolts just outside of the wooden building. But you do hear the Storm Lord's voice come into the back of your head going, "I'm sorry. This is all that I could do. And truly, I owe you more than this for all you've done. I could not be of more assistance." The voice vanishes.
And she said, Cord said that to Stamos or me?
Court said that to everyone. That was so you, Stamos, and Saltos. And Saltos goes, "Did you still want me to try my tiger god, or?"
Yes, please.
Okay,
And also, Stamos, thank you.
sure. And as she kind of steps behind you, she flicks your forehead. And Saltos kind of chants to himself a bit of the... what is the word for it? A bit of the incantation to summon Nilius, the tiger spirit, to do his bidding. And after a short conversation, going pretty much explaining what happened, I'm gonna roll another d100.
Baby! Yeah, baby!
So
Did it win?
yeah, you see Nilius, this astral tiger, present himself in front of you, and then float over to Fyra and just kind of place a paw on top of her head. And then as white mist begins to cover the entire room, and you feel the fog kind of entering your lungs, you do hear some eventual just struggling against rope and just calling out, oh, oh. And it sounded more like a dog, I'm sorry. But Milius, you hear his voice go, I hope this achieves whatever you wanted. And in a swirl, the tiger spirit vanishes, and the mist is lifted, and you see Fire just still sitting there restrained. But she looks up at you confused.
Fire? Is it you? I motion to the guards, to ungag her.
Got it. And one of them kind of steps forward, takes the gag off. You see kind of some flame just extend from the bottom of her breath as she exhales. What the fuck is the meaning of this? Where are we? What is going on? Where are we? Why am I restrained?
Sarah?
Well, yes, it's fucking me. Who else could it be?
Why does Fire have a British accent?
It's fucking me. I don't... What's the issue?
You're not Fire, are you?
And she just looks at you with this blank expression and goes, okay, well, if you don't trust me, I don't fucking care. I could burn through these ropes right now. I'm...
Gag her again.
Oh, for fuck's sake...
Can I inside her? Or no, how am I gonna prove this? It worked, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just the way you're speaking? Or is it just that's how she actually speaks? Because I know Fire
she's
doesn't have...
always had a British accent.
She's never had a British accent.
She's literally always had a British accent, mate. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, now that's not her. Okay.
It's literally her. I don't know. The divine intervention succeeded.
Okay, no joke. It succeeded.
It
Okay.
succeeded. Look at my cheeks.
Okay, gotcha.
I have very colorful cheeks, that's all.
Alright, fine. Alright. Okay. There's no way you would... yeah, good point. Okay. So I do this.
To the guards?
Tell them to take off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You fucking rude ass. And he just ignores him. He just ignores her as he steps in the corner of the room. Turns towards you. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Can you debrief me, please?
So in her head, she's gonna be thinking maybe she's just doing this because she used to be somebody who had a British accent and it's just still in her body, so it's gonna fade out soon. So yeah, that's what's probably gonna happen. So, Fyro, tell me one thing that I know. Well, tell me one thing that only I know about you. You know what I mean?
Well, you were banished from home way long ago because he was telling you to find yourself. It was pretty fucking stupid looking back on it now because you didn't really know what the fuck to do. So, sorry about that, by the way.
See, in her head, she's kind of... I know it worked, but Hilarious still, kind of in the back of her head thinking that it's kind of she's just going to go along with it because she knows that Fire had changed a little bit since, before she got changed. Like she turned a little bit, good and she wasn't a penis. So she's just going to be like, all right, guards, go ahead. You can let her go.
And they take the rope off of the chair. She kind of stands and dusts herself off.
And I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna give her a big hug.
What are you doing? This entire time you've been asking if I'm Fire, but I should be asking if you're yourself, because you literally have never hugged me, not once.
you so much.
I miss you too. And she kind of hugs you back. She kind of pats your head. But as she does, she just kind of pulls a bit of hair and then just lets it fall. Because that's what sisters do.
Oh man, have I got a whole? What was the last thing that you remember?
Oh fuck, it was a long time ago. I think we were at we were in Port de Mali. I think we got drunk, and afterwards, no. I remember I was in Rosanna. I think. Point is, I got kidnapped by some fucking asshole. Ritual happened. Tried to fight it. Couldn't. Felt like I was in my body, but didn't have control of it. So I sort of saw what's going on. I have very vague memories of what happened. I think I fought some demon bitch who just kept going on about some stupid shit. I don't know. It did feel nice to clobber her, though.
Well, do you know the name Alien by any chance? Does it ring any bells?
No, not really.
Oh, thank God. Thank the gods.
Was that the name they gave me?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'll tell you all about it later.
Right, at least be creative with it. Like,
I'm glad you're back.
I'm sad I have to come back home to you, but
Ira.
I'm sorry. It's an older sister's job to tease on you, okay? Or to tease you, excuse me. Okay.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting to get you back. Be nice. At least cut me some slack.
Okay. Know it all.
Yeah. Let's go and find the others.
Alright.
Thank you, Saltos. I pick him up and I hug him too.
Sure, no problem. Alright, where are you guys going?
To the group. Ignore that. To the other group. Like, to the group.
All
to the others.
Cut over to Crystalina. What you doing right now? Or what is something that Crystalina would be doing in her kind of downtime?
Good question. She'd probably... Well, right now specifically, she's in her room, laying on her bed, staring at the ceiling.
Okay.
Right now specifically.
Gotcha. Eventually you do hear some footsteps just outside your door. Man, why is this music swelling so much?
It's swollen. It's swole.
You hear some footsteps outside of your door, and eventually the door opens and reveals the rest of your party there, stepping inside.
I sit up. Oh, hey. What's up?
Hey. Well, Crystalina meets Fyra for the first time. My real sister.
Oh! Wait. My mouth drops open. She's herself?
Yeah.
Again?
Back to normal.
I don't know what you define as normal, by the way.
Shut up. I say to Fyra.
I walk up to Fyra and stare at her as if I'm seeing her for the first time.
She just kind of...
A smile crosses my face as I reach my hand up, kind of honk her nose, and stroke my hand through her hair.
Oh. You do this to people you meet, Crystalina?
Can you tell?
Is this Fyra, or is this... Who's saying that?
No, this is not Alien. This is Fyra. The real one.
Okay. I meant, like, is it Fyra, or is it your character that's going to say that?
Oh, no, this is Fyra. Yeah, this is her sister.
No, actually, not really, but, I'm sure you understand that you, were evil and, tried to kill us quite a few times, so it's nice to finally meet, You.
Right, yeah, okay, but I take very good care of my hair, so don't touch it a lot, okay? It's a French braid.
Hey, it's okay. I understand. Oh, you can do French braids. Can you braid my hair sometime? I only know how to do the standard braid, and it feels like a waste since my hair reaches my butt.
You talk a lot.
Yeah, not usually.
Here, I'm gonna post a picture. Well, I know you guys have seen a picture of Fire before. I'm gonna post it in the group chat just because so you guys
Okay.
can see what she looks like.
Well, if you do want a
Okay.
French braid sometime, mine are, as you can see, perfect, and you look, and she just. I don't know how to describe a braid considering the fact that I'm a guy, but they're. It's obviously not
You being a
perfect.
guy has nothing to do with it, considering my dad had hair almost, not completely because my hair is the best, but my dad had almost hair that was almost as long as mine, and it would always be in a braid. So
Alright. Well, she pulls this French braid over her right shoulder and just you make out quite clearly. I mean, it's close to perfect as it's gonna get, but there's just some leaves and dirt all along it.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, you said your name was Crystalina.
I yes, my name's Kristalina.
It's just,
There's only one person in the world that knows my well, one person in this world, in the world that I'm in when I travel, that knows my real name, and unfortunately, he has forgotten me. So,
oh. Well, that sounds like a lot to
well,
unpack.
he's forgotten my real self. He knows who Kristalina is, but it's
Sounds like
yeah,
there's a lot there.
yeah.
Well, if it cheers you up, Benny, Crystalina is a pretty fucking dumb name. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty stupid.
I did steal it from my friend when she was 8. So,
That would make sense.
It'd be nice.
I am being nice, right? I'm not being a problem to you, right, Crystalina?
nah, you're fine.
Right, we're getting
Ha!
along.
And she's like, like the surprise Pikachu face.
Yeah. And she
But
goes,
yeah,
I will say though, Fyra, I like your name. I like my name too, actually, but I like your name.
yeah,
I will give you a compliment on your name
thank
because
you.
that is the correct thing to do.
Okay, you don't need to lace your words so much, little lady. And she just kind of goes, yeah, we'll fire represents strength and willpower. Maybe Crystalina will grow on me.
That's cool. I don't know what Crystalina means, but my real name represents wind, strength, the angel family.
hi.
Hi. And the timekeepers, I think. Oh, and my second name means a smiling eternal flower or something like that. It seems weird to be telling you this without telling you my real name, but whatever.
Who cares? I know I don't. All right, well, and she kind
That's
of
nice.
just stretches out her arms and just kind of flexes, obviously trying to show off. And afterwards, she kind of looks towards the rest of the party with a contemplating expression and goes, "Okay, can I leave?
No,
Why?
you're one of us.
No, I've got
Yes.
prior engagements."
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Like
what?
what? You've been evil for God knows how long.
Okay,
What could
well,
you
is it that hard
possibly
to believe
have
that people
engaged
can
in now?
change? Gosh.
No, I know you've changed. I'm saying, what fucking plans could you have when you've been out, um, gone for
Well, surprise, I
who
actually
knows how long?
had plans with this one guy who seems really sweet and really is turning
Oh
his life around for
yeah.
the better. And then I got tamed, so it kind of got in the way of dating. But I'm
I'm
going.
pretty sure he's gone by now. He, eh, if I'm not sure if you noticed this, but the whole world has been gone to shit since you've been alien. A bunch of cities have been ransacked. Just dragons have been popping up everywhere. Even Port Zoom got raided.
Oh, poor June got raided. That was inevitable. But, I mean, I don't know. Zinash might be standing, but if not, I mean, he was telling me about how he had plans to head over to the other continent, Taldori. So we might
And
get on a
and
ship and get over there.
who is this guy, by the way?
It doesn't really matter.
What's his name?
No, it doesn't matter.
What's his name?
And she begins to just step out of the room. I'll see you guys
Hey,
around. It's nice
fire
meeting
up,
you, Kristalina. And
fire.
if you
I
ever
grab her
need
hand.
some extra muscle, just
I
find
grab
me.
her hand.
What do you want, sister?
I've been waiting
Oh my god.
for a long ass time to bring you back. So
Yeah, and so
the
is this
least,
new guy, okay?
the least you can do is just stay.
I
I mean,
just.
Your
what
sister,
what
your
happened?
sister,
What happened? Like
Kristalina.
before you turned, you were nicer. What happened?
Just a blank expression as she turns away.
So I'm gonna.
Kristalina catches up to her. I don't plan on keeping you here. You are an adult and can do whatever you want. But I will say, um, your sister did spend a lot of time looking for you and lost lost her will a few times because you weren't there. It was really hard getting her back. Um, so could you at least, you know, visit her every once in a while since she is your sister?
Slowly turns towards the rest of the group and goes, yeah, I don't see why not. It's just, life gets busy sometimes. So it is what it is. But I will make an effort to come and visit you. And if you ever want a French braid again, I'm here.
I do. I do. I'd much appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
Fire up, please.
What?
I died trying to get you and Anya back.
Oh yeah, she did die.
Holy
This
shit.
You
is
don't
in
know.
character, by the
You don't
way.
know. You don't know how painful that is.
Well,
I
actually,
care about I care about you both so much, and I just wanted to see my sister again. That's all I'm asking.
well,
I'm
here
not
I
gonna
am in the
stop.
flesh.
Well, fine. You want to be that way? Then fine. Leave. I don't care.
Alright, well, I will make an effort to come and see you. It's not like I'm completely abandoning
Don't
you.
bother. Don't bother.
Oh, I will bother. I like pestering you. You give the best reactions. I'll see you around. And the door.
Well,
And then she's just
she was an interesting person.
Hilarious just gonna go to the bar and just sit there.
Okay. You sit there. You have a drink. Any vice
No,
of
I'm not
choice.
gonna.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna get a drink. I'm just gonna get some water, and I'm just gonna sit there with my hand, like I'm just doing this thing here, like on the bar table.
Okay. And you hear a voice in the back of your head go, sometimes love knows limits, doesn't it? And it vanishes. But alright.
That's it. I'm not gonna make any reaction. She's crying, and she's just gonna let her emotions fly.
Okay.
Also, I posted the picture in the art
Gotcha.
tab.
All right. So, over the course of some time, Hilaria, you have a nice, quiet drink of water in the local bar after leaving. Um, what would you all like to do? You now have pretty
I'm gonna
much time to do whatever.
I'm gonna go to the airship, and I'm just gonna go into my room.
This cold, empty room, and you see Pyra just peacefully napping.
I'm gonna lay with her.
Okay. And you do so. You feel a warm dragon underneath your arms.
Hey, Pyro.
I'm not gonna stay there, but I'm gonna go to where Hilara is and see how she's doing.
She looks pretty rough. And she looks as if she feels very isolated and alone. And she's wondering if everything she's ever done was for nothing.
I go over and sit down next to her. You know, I don't know how you feel, but in my eyes, everything you've done is worth it. Your sister's alive. She's living her life again. She's she's trying to find a boyfriend. Definitely couldn't do that as the other person she was. I wonder if there's anything on her mind. Like, why'd she leave so soon? I think there's a reason. I don't know what that is, but
Just sighs.
I don't I don't think that means that everything you've done was uh, for naught in a way of saying.
Everything. Well, I don't know. I mean, we had our differences in the past, uh, but recently, before she changed into Alien, she was a completely different person. Like, she was nice, and I feel like I actually had the bond that a sister and, well, that two sisters should have. And then and then I lose her, and then not long after I lose Anya. I just feel fucking I'm just powerless. I I don't know.
Well, I do understand what it feels like to be powerless.
Um,
More than anyone I know, probably.
I mean, I mean, I have the powers of a literal demon. She kind of pulls up like a little flame, dances it around her hand, but all of this power, I still feel like the weakest person in the entire world sometimes.
Yeah, I understand what you feel in that sense. You're not alone. And that's what friends are for. What you can't do alone, your friends help you out with. They're like your strength when you don't have any, I suppose.
What time is it? I say out of character.
Sorry.
It is 9:41. I answer in character, out of character.
Um,
Well, no, like not like here. I'm saying like in the game.
it would be about, we'll say pushing like late noon, 5, 6 p.m.
Late noon.
Late in the afternoon, yeah.
Oh, huh. Well, um, well, yeah. She's just gonna just lay there and cuddle with her dragon.
Okay.
Don't worry. I say out as well. Don't worry. I uh, I won't let this get me down for too long. I'll just let me
Would
just
you like? Would you like to be alone?
no. That's the last thing I want right now.
Okay. I'll stay then.
Thank you.
I kind of plop down on the bed next to her. In that position. I don't know what to call this. Like my arms crossed behind my head, I guess. And my legs crossed as well and stretched. And I feel so happy and comfortable in a bed.
Meanwhile, she's just curled up with the dragon on she's like doing the I can't do it right now. I'm not on a bed, but she's like curled up, and the dragon's like in the middle of the curl. It's like the
Oh.
letter C. It's like the lowercase letter O inside of the letter C.
Is the dragon in the middle?
Yes.
Good. I curl to touch the dragon also because when am I ever gonna get a chance to cuddle with a dragon?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Feels warm.
But
Feels
this
comforting.
one doesn't do fire, is it? Like, does she spit fire?
Not unless given a command. Although you
Well,
do.
like,
Well, she can, but not.
okay.
Wire, you do notice that it's warm, comforting, like a fireplace. But oddly enough, it smells even more, with the bed beneath you. There's this intense smell of fabric softener entering your nose.
That smells good.
I don't know what that smells like, so I will say I'm intrigued, I suppose.
Okay. Well, time goes on. You all get a good night's sleep. You get a long rest in case you ever needed it.
Let's be honest, we always need it.
Never need it.
I always need it.
Well, yeah, you
Just me.
burn through spells like a cannon.
Listen here.
Well, you're a sorcerer, so it makes sense. But you wake up in the morning without any dreams. Crystalina, you feel this very just...
I always dream, so I definitely dreamt, but maybe not something that was relevant to the adventure.
Not plot relevant
Wait.
at this time. What's up?
Also, I've always wondered this,
Go ahead.
Wyra. When
Yeah?
Crystalina dream travel, like in we'll just say in the D&D world, like right here when we were taking a long rest. When you sleep, do you wake up as yourself and do your own thing, and then whenever it's time for you to go to sleep, do you like wake up as Crystalina? Is that
I
how that
don't
works?
know. I don't know, but that is what I've been wondering for years since I made this up. I have no clue. But no. What Crystalina Star can do is basically she just like kind of like Cisco Ramon, except she's dreaming. She opens a portal.
Oh.
Although it depends. I have to decide on a way that she does that so that it's not stereotypical, so it's like her own thing. But she just travels to different places. I don't know if she would like kind of get drowsy and then collapse on the floor or like sinking into the earth into the different world. Or sometimes she's opened like an actual portal and gone to other worlds. It depends. And when she starts dream traveling for the first time in a while, like after like having been in the real world, she usually falls from the sky.
Oh.
Okay, because I've always wondered. I've always when
Also,
you said
also, here's a detail. I don't know if that's ever going to happen in this D&D world because it hasn't yet. But she has these two guides, um, two people that I know in real life actually that go by the names of River and Jackson, and they like kind of give her advice sometimes, I suppose you could say. And the reason that the way that they do that is forcing her to fall asleep. So sometimes she just falls asleep, like in the middle of the day, collapsing on the floor. Sometimes someone catches her, sometimes no one does. And she appears in this world dream place where they talk to her.
Nice.
Okay, because yeah, I've always
Random.
wondered about that. Whenever I hear dream traveling, I always think of the Avatar kind of way. Not like the Last Airbender. I'm talking about like Avatar the movie.
Well, one way you could find out more is by reading the Dream Travel Adventures on Wattpad.
I need to catch up on that.
I'll
by
get
the way.
around to it eventually.
I started it, but I need to keep reading.
What are you doing? What are you doing, by the way, Carlo?
Don't worry about it.
I'm think he's
Okay.
DMing the game.
You would be correct.
Well, he was literally doing this.
I was making pasta.
Oh, he was just probably twisting the cap
Okay.
on his string.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see now, okay. What do you? Okay, listen.
Anyways, let me roll something.
Okay.
Just for shits and giggles. We're gonna see if this succeeds. Oh, fuck. Alright, well. Okay. So, in the morning, after you get a long rest, you find comfort in the odd abyss of sleep. And the stars that surround you when you fall, they feel like home in some odd sense. But as you wake up, you feel just a very, crystalline, you feel just a very slight tickle, as if someone's just running their fingers along your left shoulder.
Slowly, without, under the covers. I don't know if I'm under the covers or over them, but very slowly with my hand. I move it towards my shoulder.
Okay. Underneath.
And then, with a sudden burst of speed, I slam it on my shoulder
You slam it on your
to
shoulder?
grab whatever was holding me there.
Okay. You do feel some sort of reaction. It's almost like some sort of skin came over whatever is underneath your shirt to kind of protect it. But as it stays there, it kind of just feels like there's definitely some sort of bulge underneath your shirt.
An abscess?
I check it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
On your left shoulder, there's a single, just little, maybe palm-sized red bead of energy that looks like a heart. Not an eye this time around, but it's a heart. And you can see it over and over.
Oh. Ooh,
You've got a heart on your shoulder.
that's
Like an
nice.
actual heart, the kind that you find inside your body.
Yep.
Oh no.
I'm kind of freaked out.
Am I still?
I shake Hilera awake and show her the heart that I have on my shoulder.
You see a human with a heart in her shoulder.
What's that?
I don't know. It appears to be a heart. I don't know why the fuck it's on my shoulder.
And why are you not freaking out about this? This is
I am actually quite a bit. Should we go ask the others what's going on with me?
Yeah, let's go. I grab her hand and we need to rush out.
All right. Who are you looking for? Just the rest of the group?
Laura.
Alora?
Yes.
Laura's like the one person, like, she's like, hey, walking encyclopedia alert.
All right. You walk the streets for a few minutes, and eventually pass a library where you see her just sitting inside and reading a book and sipping from a cup of tea.
Laura?
We both walk in.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
What is this?
I show her my shoulder.
Dear God. Okay. Uh, she kind of sets her cup of tea down and she's like, keep your voice down. We're in the Cobalt Soul, and they're not really big on noise. Let's go into a private room, shall we? Can't hear you, Angel. I see your lips moving, but can't hear you.
Huh?
Wait, what'd you say?
Oh, now we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys couldn't hear me for a second?
No, yeah, we couldn't.
Hello? Oh,
We can hear you.
okay. Okay. Well, what I said was, let's get the fuck on into that room then.
All right. You all in a private room, and then she kind of closes the door. And she goes, can I take a closer look at it, if you don't mind?
I don't.
She kind
Anything to figure out what the hell this is.
she kind of leans forward and gives it a nice inspection, and kind of runs a finger along her chin. Is this the heart of the Tromocratus? No. I mean, could this be the... trying to think. Ah, okay. So, bear with me here, because this is going to sound incredibly crazy, and it's going to sound weird upon first hearing.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I believe somehow the heart of Cognosa has connected to yours.
Huh?
Okay.
What the...
That's bad, right?
Very,
How did you come up with that conclusion?
very bad. The thing about it is, I've only studied Cognosa for a few years, but what I've found is that it often associates itself with very bright colors, and you find in texts that it often references a heart. There's always the heart. The heart of Cognos is the most important part. It also references how it can choose certain people and connect it to sort of a hive mind. And... oh, goodness. I'm sorry, I couldn't possibly tell you what happens next.
Please do. I would like to know what's happening to me.
Can I take you somewhere?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm typing along.
She eventually leads you kind of out to this forest where you're like, what the fuck? Is she going to murder me? But you eventually come to this cellar door that just juts out of the grass. It's very out of place. But she pulls the iron handle and slams it onto the ground, and there's this staircase that descends downwards. And she goes, follow me, please.
I do so.
All right. We're going to switch some music. Okay. Cool. I've had my music pretty low. But alright. You eventually step into this kind of stone, maybe 45 by 45 chamber, where there are all these different science experiments, and there's these windows with these sort of separated panes. All these desks and all these different chemicals. You eventually come to pass a few jars, and inside you see what looks to be just a shriveled up little sort of worm fish cocoon mess, and it seems like it's dried to ashes, and you swear for a second you see eyes and a mouth. You pass a few more of these just awful creations, and you eventually come to a book. And Laura picks it up and just kind of flips through some of the pages and looks over towards you and goes, "Okay, bear with me. Those selected to join the heart of the Cognosa will become an awful creature within the following 30 days. The transformation is thought to be permanent, however, experimentations to reverse such a transformation have not been completed yet." Flips a page. Such experiments may prove to be faulty. Requires further testing and research. He closes the book. And goes, "In short, you might become some sort of awful creature. Against your will."
Okay. That's worse than my mind being taken over.
Is there a way we can like surgically remove it?
There might be, but your best chance is to... Well, you could try surgically removing it. Well, if you are not a fan of the time aspect, you could try and head to Cognosa and see about stopping the city from coming back to the world.
Here's a proposition. Well, not a proposition, just this, a statement out loud, thinking out loud. If that's the heart to Cognosa, and usually, to my knowledge, hearts are usually needed to keep things alive. Why not just like one? We could try taking it out of her, or we could just like somehow kill that heart, or like just you know what I mean, right?
Yes, yes.
Since it's connected to me, would that not hurt me as well?
Well, yeah. Well, like I mean, it's
This
gonna
is a
hurt you.
question. This is a question. This is a question for Allura.
Well, perhaps, but the thing is, the heart of Cognosa would only connect to a certain person if it feared for its life. So, in a sense, it's sort of sentient and selected you as a vessel to sort of secure a second chance at existence.
And does that mean that I can kill it without having to worry about that killing me too, or what?
Yes, I do believe so. Although, again, I've only studied this for a few years.
Well, I'd like to try.
I would, of course, love to see you live as well, but we must remain optimistic, no?
I suppose so. The worst that can happen if I die is, well, I don't know. I've actually never died, believe it or not. In my travels, I have not died once.
Interesting.
So I have no idea what will happen if I die.
Well, I'm pretty sure if of course you never died once, you wouldn't be here if you died.
Well, I suppose not, but dream travelers are weird. So I've always wondered what would happen to me in that sort of sense. I've had ideas, theories, like maybe I can never return to the world that I died in, but I wouldn't technically be dead, would I? Because when you die in a dream, you don't actually die, you just dream that you died.
As far as I know.
However, I am actually here in a physical body,
That is true,
so
you do have
that
a vessel.
makes things a lot weirder.
That is interesting.
Maybe your vessel will die, like your body will die, as we know it. But I guess if it's true what you say, then maybe your conscience goes back into your original body or something. If this is not your real, original, full-on body, right?
Well, that's the thing. This is my body, but it's my body while I dream, if that makes any sense.
So it's not your original body that you had,
A
like when
separate
you
body.
came here,
Suppose. I
right?
suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so. That that sounds about right.
Well, either way, Elora, what's our next course of action? Like, what do you think is the
Can
fastest way?
I,
We could.
yeah, like, can I take a knife and just stab it, rip it off, and then crush it, or what? What can I
I mean,
do?
at least then you can sew it back up, right? But I mean,
We could try this. I mean, if you are willing to subject yourself to such pain.
don't we have any like anesthetics back
Um,
at the city?
I might be able to find something
well,
around here.
what's the proposition?
Sorry?
What's the proposition? That it is, what is this painful proposition that you have?
Oh. Stabbing yourself through the shoulder so you can take away that heart.
Yeah, okay, I'm willing to try that.
Don't
Why
we?
not? I have been linked to someone else's body while they're being tortured before, so that's nothing.
Sounds like you've been through a lot.
Yeah. It's
Well,
been weird.
don't we have like aesthetic? Oh, not aesthetics. Anesthetics at home. Well, at the city in Otislo.
She goes, there might be some stuff around here, actually. She is going to
Okay.
roll. Let's roll to see if she finds me. Alright, natural 20. So, she kind of goes through some kind of file cabinets and eventually pulls out some gauze pads and some, what's the word? Never mind. But she finds some gauze pads and some band-aids. And those little syringes. And then she eventually steps over and goes, well, I don't know how to use a knife. But, Hilaire, I believe you have a dagger, correct? I think you said yes, but I couldn't hear you, Angel.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
But I wouldn't trust me, or like I mean, like, cause I never. This is kind of like alluding to her bad roles. I don't really. I don't really, do well with hitting things or just, you know, cutting things in general.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I don't think so.
Well,
I am putting my life in your hands.
Don't say
Hilaire.
it like that.
yes, we all trust you. If she dies, it's all your fault. Hilaire, Hilaire, and the group begins. Hilaire,
This is-
Hilaire, Hilaire.
Okay.
I'm gonna say with the group chanting, you
of
get
course
advantage
that-
on the roll.
The worst that could happen, she says out loud, the worst that can happen is just that you get a bleedy arm. So, I mean, shoulder. So we could just stitch that up, no problem. Okay. I'm gonna try to cut, like, around the heart so I can just, like,
Okay. Make a sleight of hand or medicine check, your choice.
both of those things. She has a freaking medicine is a 1. A sleight of hand is a 1. So I think I'm gonna do wisdom or dex. I have a better dex than wisdom, so I'm gonna do sleight of hand.
Okay.
So and I get advantage, right?
Yeah, because of the group chanting, Hilaire, Hilaire, Hilaire.
Great. Oh, already. No, we got a 3. Oh no.
Roll again.
Oh shit. God. All right. It's a 10 plus 1. That's an 11.
11. Okay.
I told you the rolls are bad.
Crystalline, you feel this dagger junced through your skin in an angle, kind of cutting in a circle so that it can expose the heart that's lying underneath the skin. And Hilera, you eventually see it come off like a shoulder pad. As you kind of take parts of it, there is this kind of inside material that sticks to it like string cheese from a pizza as you kind of pull this piece away and you look and you see for a fact now fully with your own two eyes, it's a bit like a spider web inside her shoulder, but instead of cobweb it's like inside human guts that form this kind of circle, and you see this very red, very beating heart.
Did we numb it?
What?
Didn't you say there was anesthetic around there somewhere? Did we numb it?
Hmm.
I'm biting my finger in order to avoid
It's magical now, so
destroying my teeth.
So she
You feel-
doesn't have.
you feel a little bit of it, but it's not as bad as straight up taking a dagger to the arm. But you feel a little bit of its effects. Like you feel the sharpness.
Fucking nasty.
I resist the pain like I resist. I shouldn't say this out loud. I resist the pain like I resist other pains in life, and just breathe deeply.
Larry, you are now face to face with a shoulder heart. Make a strength.
All right.
If you're trying to pull it out.
Wait, make a strength.
If you're trying to pull it out, make a
Okay.
strength check. Yes.
Okay, so it's already detached from the arm, right?
You see it inside of the arm, but it's kind of attached by these like strings.
All right, then can I just cut loose those strings and like cut and make it free around so I can just like move it around?
You can certainly try. Sleight of hand and medicine check.
Okay. Again? At advantage since they're still cheering me on, correct?
Sure.
It's a 5.
And
8. I don't know if that passes. That's a 9. That's a 9 overall then.
you eventually come to this one kind of pink strand that you're just having trouble cutting, and it just doesn't go through.
Okay. Then can I take wait, really quickly. Alright. Can I do control flame and like make a little small flame and like burn that little thing off?
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm gonna ping it.
And you set this strand of flame, and easily enough, your dagger tears through the rest of it. And you see now, it's like the heart is about to. That's gonna sound gross. The heart is about to fall deeper into her shoulder, but you kind of reach in and grab it.
Alright, and then I'm gonna quickly take my dagger and just.
Crystalina, it feels like the world is crushing onto your shoulders. It feels like a mountain has just landed on your back. And it feels as if you've never experienced physical pain like this before. It's being run over by a van with spikes. It's looking... I can't think of metaphors right now.
Okay.
But
I
you're
wasn't
generally
stabbing
in
it in
pain.
her arm. I wasn't stabbing
Okay.
it.
Yes,
I
I
took it out
understand
of it.
you stabbed the heart and that caused Crystalina pain. And it's outside of her arm and it caused Crystalina pain.
I'm gonna take it out.
It's outside of... Oh, the dagger? Got it.
No. I'm gonna take the dagger out of the heart that was in my hand.
Got it. And the pain suddenly stops.
Oh shit.
Oh God, this is what I was afraid of. I say out loud. Once I come to my senses.
Well,
Fuck.
here I have an idea.
The way
Can
my
I do?
mind blinked on metaphors. Gosh. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, can I polymorph objects?
Let me check the specifics on the spell. Let me check the specifics on the spell. The spell. Why are people talking? It's 9 o'clock at night.
Wait, you guys go to your family goes to sleep early?
What?
You
What?
said everybody's talking.
No, people are honking outside.
Oh,
Let me
I like that.
see.
Like,
You
I
can.
did too.
No, you can only do creatures with polymorph. True polymorph can do objects, but that's a higher level spell.
okay. Well, is there any like okay? So I'm gonna look around. Well, I'm gonna ask Alora to look around with that 20 perception check or a better roll than me. To look around for like a container of some sort.
Oh god, I knocked one over. Um,
I believe in you.
that's gonna be a 17. So eventually, after
I
looking,
believe in the good things
she looks
coming.
through some stuff
I
and
believe in the good things
eventually finds this glass
coming.
jar with this gray lid and walks over to you with it and goes, "Here," and just kind of cringes away.
And I'm gonna just shove it. Like,
Kind
what
of
the
some
fuck was
parts
that
like
monkey?
stick to your hand. It's like yogurt.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, don't do that. And you
I'm
close
gonna.
the
Yeah.
lid.
So I gotta make it as tight as I possibly can, and I'm gonna get a mage hand to like tighten that thing more than regular muscle can. So I'm gonna get cast. I'm gonna cast a mage hand.
Alright, mage hand.
There it is, and then I'm gonna get the mage hand to like tie it as tight as it possibly can go without breaking.
And you hear it kind of creaking against the glass. And it just doesn't go anymore.
Okay.
What the
Now we have the heart of Cognos in this jar. Let's not try to stab it. I'm sorry, Christina. I didn't know that that would do that to you.
Um, I'm, I'm just, look, I have a question. I don't know if we know the answer, but will stabbing this heart kill me or just cause me a bunch of pain? Because if it's just pain, please get on with it.
Who are you seeing that to?
Um, I'm just saying it in general. Hopefully, Allura hears me because she's the one that knows everything.
Lyra, go ahead and make me an Arcana check. And Alora's gonna roll as well.
We already know who's gonna win that war.
Well, she rolled a 3, so good luck.
There's no way she rolled a fucking 3.
She rolled a 3 for a total of like 10, so.
Oh,
I mean,
watch out, it's still gonna be higher. Still gonna be higher. Ready? All right. 17 plus a 1.
Okay.
That's an 18.
You know, from various different books you've read, that stabbing a connected heart of Cognosa will put all the different vessels in excruciating pain, but it won't kill them. But it will leave them scarred and with memories of such an experience, but who gives a fuck? They won't die.
Okay. Has that been communicated to me?
Uh, yeah, I see. Okay, so if I can recall it, I read in a book that says that a connected heart of Cognosa will, not kill you, but it will cause you excruciating pain, worse than any other pain you've ever felt in your life.
I sit there and think, for a few seconds. Well, I don't want to turn into a monster or have my mind taken over. So, I close my eyes and ball my fists in nervousness. Please get on with it.
Um, I call out to Alora. Alora, do you have some sort of leather or a belt or some sort of thing?
She kind of goes through her bag and pulls out a belt. This might work.
Okay. I give it to Kristalina. Here. This is gonna. This is gonna be
I'm
painful.
assuming. I'm assuming you want me to bite that.
Yes.
Okay. I put it into my mouth.
All right. I'm gonna try to make it as fast as possible. And then,
Please just do a good job. You don't have to be fast. Just do it well.
okay. I get on with it then.
And you drive your dagger through the heart. For Hilera, it's this epic moment. It's like you're driving a stake through a vampire's heart and vanquishing it into the darkness. For Kristalina, it's like dropping off of a mountain and then expecting to fall for a long, long time, and then suddenly there's just this uphill spike in the ground, and you land into it directly with your stomach. And it just feels like pain in general. And there's no other words to describe the sheer amounts of suffering you experience. The heart of Cognosa is stabbed and the stake is driven through. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Kirsten.
Okay.
Okay. Before. Okay. Well, as she's doing
He's
that,
just loading. I scream in pain, um, and tense, but I do not move. I don't like flail or jerk back or run or anything. I remain firmly placed where I am as my roll 20 loads to me to do what you ask me to.
and also while I'm doing,
What did you want me to roll again?
A Constitution saving throw.
Constitution? Where was it?
That would be in saving throws, I
Saving.
think.
Oh,
To the
never mind. Found it.
Gotcha.
Found it.
All right. Oh boy, you powered
What
through
is
that
it?
like a champ. All right.
Nice.
So instead of taking, oh wow, the rolls are so shit today. Instead of taking 19 points of psychic damage, you take 9 points of psychic damage, as you feel just this image cross your mind, kind of as you're being taken away by the pain, trying to find some sort of comfort. You eventually do. You find this sourceless voice that just appears in the back of your head. Calm down.
oh crap! Did not mean to ping that. Sorry.
You're good. It goes, calm down. The fog is lifted and you return. And Lyra, the heart of Cognosa in the jar is destroyed, and your dagger is just kind of driven through the bottom of the jar.
At this point, she's still going through pain.
No, it is kind of the latter end of the wave. It's subsiding.
Okay. So, I
Can I
immediately
feel the pain throughout my whole body or just my arm?
Just your left arm.
then I immediately just, or well, not immediately. I just like as I see it's dead, I take it out as fast as I possibly can.
The pain decrescendos. Eventually stops.
And I immediately run over to Crystalline and try to comfort her.
You were all okay. I immediately relax my whole body, and if I wasn't already, kind of collapse on the floor and lay down, rubbing my hand on my temples. Okay,
You okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay, I think.
So sorry you have to go through that.
Thank you. Thank you, Alara. I'm glad I could count on you.
No problem. Just sit and relax. Well, I'll
Oh,
as we
fucking God, what was that?
are
That
there
was
any chairs around?
horrible.
There are a few chairs, some wooden, some stone.
Okay, I'm gonna pick her up and I'm gonna take her over there,
Okay.
bridal style.
You walk over to a chair and sit her down.
Ooh.
All right, just breathe. You want some water or something?
Sure, I'll have some water. Water's always appreciated.
Okay, I get her some water if there's any around.
Right. Oddly enough, you do see kind of, oh god, what's the thing? The water cup dispenser. You do see
So what?
a water cup dispenser. You do see some paper cups and a little jug, a little tank. What's the word? But you eventually return with a cup of water.
Okay.
And you look over, and Crystallina's left arm has been completely cut off. And then you blink your eyes, and it's gone. I mean, it's back. Excuse me.
Ew. Well, here you go. I say, here you go. If there's anything you need, I'll get it for you.
Thank you. I think this is okay for now.
Okay. And again, I'm sorry I put you through that.
I take a sip of the water. Actually, I take several sips of the water. I down that water. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back with like 2 more cups of water because I know she needs it.
Yeah, I feel that.
I
Thank you. I will let the water that I just drank digest, and then I will have some more.
okay. Um, I say to Kristalina, well, I do know how. Well, back when I used to live in hell, um, my father would teach me how to sew. So if you would like, I can sew up that for you.
Well, I wouldn't like there to be a gaping hole in my arm, so that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, she has been walking around with this gaping hole in her shoulder, so.
Yeah, I forgot you had a whole hole in your shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you
So
roll
yeah.
for this because you have a history with it, so easily enough, you find some
So history.
some stitches around, and quite easily you just drag them and pull them through, and you know, she's got stitches now. She's super dope.
Yeah, you got a scar. Now you can be emo as hell.
Hell yeah.
Hell.
I already have a scar.
Ooh.
I don't know if I ever told you about that, but when I was 3, I was almost killed by a dog.
Oh
I
god.
don't know if you can see in the camera, but I don't know
Killed
if you
by
can
a
see in the
dog?
camera, but I have a.
Just
Can you
barely
see it in the
making
camera? I
out.
have a scar here.
Huh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't know if that's just my camera.
No. If you
Oh,
can see it, it's there.
it's like shimmering.
Damn. I
And I
did.
have it I have a small scar here on my lip,
Damn.
there, like all over my face. It was like this.
Oh.
I was like 3. and it was like that. It got this close to I don't know what it's called, but there's like an important vein here. I don't know if it like kills you or something like that, but it got this close to it.
Yeah.
So I am lucky.
Yeah. For real. All right. Well, you, over the course of some time, drink some cups of water and bond over the fact that she now has stitches in her left shoulder. And Laura eventually goes, right, well, if there's anything else you need, you know where to find me. And she just steps up the staircase.
But wait, hang on. Don't you have to teleport us back to Odislow?
It's a 30-minute walk. You'll be fine.
Wait, hang on. We need to like get her. Like she can't walk.
I can walk.
I'm not gonna
I'll
make
be
you walk
fine.
after I put you through all that. Okay, so since she's gone, I'm gonna.
Okay.
All right, since she's super tall, she's just gonna like, hang on. She's just gonna be like this. All right, get on.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I hop onto Hilara's back.
Okay, she's giving you a piggyback ride now.
Okay. And I say, you like the view? This is what I see all the time.
It's
Oh my god.
yes, I enjoy the view. It's quite interesting. I never see things from a 6 foot tall perspective. Thank you for giving me this wonderful experience.
Well, I'm happy to share this whole new world with you. Anyway, let us continue.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get the reference anyway. Let's do this.
So over the course
Let's go
of
I
back
don't
up.
know. Wait, is that supposed to be from like Aladdin or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Yay.
You know the
A whole new world.
Oh,
Da-da-da-da-da. I don't know the lyrics, but that's okay.
don't you dare close your eyes.
Over the
Anyway,
course of
let's
30
continue.
minutes, you begin to give Crystalina a piggyback ride along with the rest of your party back to Odislow. And you arrive within the busy city streets. It seems it's rebuilding quite fast. Although, and just a general kind of directionless form of dread, Lara. You feel your stomach begin to sink. It's almost as if you ate something and it's not sitting right in your stomach. You feel some sort of darkness just encroaching the sky. And you feel the ground rumbling beneath you, just very gently rocking back and forth like a cradle, until eventually it becomes strong enough to become an earthquake.
Oh, well, oh, shit, she does not know what an earthquake feels like, so she's just, like, freaking out. Why is the earth shaking? Or why is wouldn't it be called an
Crystalina
Exandria?
interrupts her. Crystalina, calls out to her. Calm down. It's just an earthquake.
What's
But
an
then she
earthquake?
thinks.
Oh,
It's when it's I don't know the exact definition. I mean I know what it is, but I don't know how to explain it to you. It's when two tectonic plates rub against each other and make the earth shake. It's
the hell
normal.
is tectonic?
At least where I'm from. I don't know what this world is or if earthquakes are very bad here, so I'm not sure. But usually they're okay.
What is a tectonic plate?
Never mind. Just know that the earth shakes sometimes.
Earth?
The what we are standing on, where I'm from, we call it Earth.
Oh, the planet?
The planet, yes, the planet.
This,
This planet that we are on.
no, this is Exandria.
Exandria. Okay, then this Exandria we're on.
The Exandria is shaking. I'm sorry.
Exandria quake.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, well, don't you think either way we still need to be safe?
I just accidentally spit.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, I'm good.
all right.
You good, fan?
Are you sure you're good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just felt like a giant spike ran me through, and yeah, yeah, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
Okay. Well, to put it up, Hilaire, as you begin to kind of question what this earthquake is and consider your next course of action, you look up in the sky and there's this kind of swirling vortex. There's this mass that eventually forms into fire and then turns into a doorway that pulls open, and you hear a voice come from just beyond it as it steps out. How long it has been since I have been able to have such a form house the spirit inside. And this creature
Ferris wheel.
makes its
Oh,
appearance.
who's this blonde-haired bastard?
And as he kind
Oh
of
God,
spreads out his
that's
wings.
worse than the other Australian dude.
Wow. Shade to Lou, I guess.
No,
But
not him, but you know what I mean.
oh god, the music stopped. But you look up in the sky, and this is what you see as he goes. It's good to stretch my wings like this. I wonder where everyone is at. I suppose we'll have to find out later. And he looks down towards the group and goes, "You there!" Points to Hilaire specifically and goes, "You look very, very familiar, do you not?"
Do I not? I don't know how I would know I would look familiar to you, but who are you?
Sorry about the music, by the way, guys. I'm having tech difficulties.
Very good.
But he looks down and goes, "Do you not recognize me? It hasn't been that long. The Weeping Colossus, the Horde of Undead. It's me. How have you been, Hilaire?"
Rheneas?
Close. Although I don't
Asmod.
like to think of him as a... There you go. There you go. It's me, as he kind of taps himself on the chest. Presenting
You
myself in front of you.
look different.
Well, that's not nice to say to a friend you haven't seen in a long time.
What are you doing here?
Well, thanks to a little bit of political, I don't want to call it treachery, but due to the events, I'll just say it, had a good friend of mine infiltrate the Cerberus Assembly to allow my influence to finally spread its arms all across Wildmount. And now, finally, I have the opportunity to pass the Divine Gate and present myself here in front of you. Previously, I could only find myself near sources of fire, but now I am free to do as I please. And with Cognosa already finished summoning, the release of Tharizdun is inevitable. It won't be stopped, certainly by you. You are a very
We killed
interesting...
Cognosa just now.
You are a very interesting group of people. And Cognosa is not dead. It's not that simple, darling. I believe you have some new friends. I would like to acquaint myself with her. She kind of... excuse me. He evaporates and then reappears, just standing, or floating rather, holding this wine glass and then offering one to Crystalina. "Do you drink, madame?"
I don't.
Would you like to?
I would not. I have no idea who you are.
Perhaps we haven't met. And he kind of switches the hand and just kind of tosses one wine glass away and goes, "I'm Asmodeus. It's very nice to meet you. Such a powerful individual."
Um, well, nice to meet you too, I suppose.
I yell out to Crystalina. Don't associate with him. He's a bad guy.
I'm not a bad guy. Bad is
I
subjective.
figured.
Bad
I
is.
figured. I call back.
I bet you're the reason why Wildmount and all of the world has gone to shit. Huh.
Well, I wouldn't call it going to shit. I like to think of it as when you have.
My pen.
Oh
Wait.
my gosh.
I think it's okay.
I like to
I don't
think
know
of
why
it
that happened.
as
Okay.
when you have a painting that you are unsatisfied with and you want to start over. So you take some sort of magic eraser and wipe it clean so it is white again and you can start fresh. That is all we're doing, really. Do you want wine, by the way? It's red. Your favorite.
I was caught off guard with that.
Well, did you want a glass?
In a second.
Oh my gosh.
God damn. Okay. No, I'm good.
It's not that bad.
Anyway,
I'm
are
back.
you here
If
to?
you said something, I did not hear it.
You're good. He was just
Oh,
offering
well,
Hilaria some wine.
it's red like my favorite.
Okay.
But I well, what are you here to do? What, to torment everybody here?
Yes, because, well, to completely start a fresh painting, you have to get rid of everything on the board, so that's what I'm doing as well.
Or
Crystalina interjects. Actually, no. To start a fresh painting, you have to get a fresh canvas, not necessarily destroy the one that you've already painted on.
Well, say you couldn't afford a new canvas, then you make do with what you have.
exactly. Maybe you have some paper lying around, but you don't erase the art that you made on the canvas. That destroys the meaning of art.
You could also just other canvas. Exactly.
Oh, don't try to
That's,
argue with me. I tried to make a cool metaphor so that it could make sense to you puny brain individuals, but
says the puny brain who doesn't understand the quality of art.
you
Oh,
are.
I understand what you're trying to say. Perfectly fine. I'm just trying to change it around so I'm not, you know, tormented.
Well, regardless, however you try to spin the metaphor or spin the web, it will end up in my favor, as it always does. Chess is a two-player game, and one always comes out on top, so try what you want and find success in other areas, but. And he just looks deep in Hilara's eyes, and then one such iris kind of looks over to Crystalina and focuses. You've never experienced failure before. You've never found a challenge that you could not best. You've jumped through all the flaming and fiery hoops of your life, and you've gone through so much turmoil, but none have been able to bring you to your knees. None have been successful in putting you 6 feet below the ground. But when Tharizdun reaches his
I
true form, such things will change. The flaming hoop will grow smaller and smaller and smaller.
I
Wait,
I
who's speaking to
interrupt
that?
him. What was his name
Who's
again?
Osmodeus?
Asmodeus.
Who's he speaking to, by the way?
Both of them.
Asmodeus. Asmodeus, I will say one thing. The only reason no one has succeeded to put me 6 feet under before is because I've had my friends by my side. If they were not with me, I would have been done in several times.
Well, I do agree that certain friendships and agreements and, such political agreements are very powerful and beneficial to all parties. I do agree with you. You do have a point, yes. But, again, you've never... You've never been in a position where you're not sure what to do. You've always had a plan of action. And here I am now, presenting to you.
I will highly disagree with that.
Here I am now, presenting to you a 50-foot tall hurdle, blocked on the bottom. I would love to see you jump over it.
Well, I'm not gonna try and jump a 50-foot hurdle. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get my climbing gear and try and climb. Who the fuck can jump over a 50-foot hurdle?
It was a fucking metaphor, okay? Gosh.
I know, and I answered you with one.
You're
Okay, I'm the
very
daughter.
hard to
I'm the
talk to.
daughter
You're
of
making
someone with the
communication
cleanest
10
voice.
times harder. Why can't you just accept the metaphor?
Because I like making metaphors too, so I'm playing around with you.
Listen. The fact is, you've never lost. Or at least, you've never lost to a point where you couldn't undo it. And so, I want to show you what it's like. I want to show you what it's like to be on the losing side. To feel
Trust me, I
so
felt that.
hopeless. Oh, you have you? You're adorable. Well, if you don't want to be destroyed, I would suggest leaving. But if you do not value your life that much, you could stay and try to fight, but it is worthless.
I turn to Asmodeus and ask him a question. Have you ever felt what it's like to be on the losing side? Uh, so harshly as the way you're describing it to us?
Many a time. I will admit wholeheartedly that certain other gods, they tricked me and trapped me and showed me what it's like to cling on to some sort of answer and way out of the box and out of the trap. But they got the better of me. But we don't dwindle on the past. We simply move forward with the best mindset we have and look toward the future and strive for it. Which is why I'm killing
You know
everyone.
what pisses me off? You know what pisses me off about that statement?
What?
I agree with it.
Do you know?
Yes, but not with the way you're going through with things.
It's the only way to go.
I highly disagree.
You wipe the canvas clean so you can make a new painting.
Anyways,
You buy a new fucking canvas.
You
and
wipe
keep
the
old
canvas
one.
clean so you can start anew.
we've been through this, and I'm not going anywhere.
I want to scream right now.
Wait, okay, hang on. First, before I say anything, Carl, what is his challenge rating compared to ours?
Oh, you're asking the real questions, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me pull up his stats here.
Wait, what's it called? Homebrewed version of him?
This is a homebrewed modified version of him, but this is the powerful one. This is a homebrew version of him, although he is very, very strong. You do know him to be a god for very specific reasons. Why isn't the music switched?
I'm gonna look up into the sky, not where he is, but like just look up and just wonder. I'm just gonna call out to.
God, eh?
I'm gonna call out to what's his name? Zelera.
Okay.
Father. Are you there?
See a face peer through the clouds, and you're the only one that sees this. And it resembles your father. And it goes, I am here for you. What do you need?
Is there any way we can beat him? Because I don't want him to destroy anything. I just, I just want the world to be peaceful already, and every time we get rid of one threat, a new one comes.
It feels that way, doesn't it? And it feels as if you can't find a safe place to sit down and just live. But there is a way. There is a way.
There is.
And you hear a whisper in your ear.
Joyce or Winter.
To know a devil's true name is to hold power over him.
Heard that before. I say out of character.
Okay.
I know where that's from.
I have no idea where the fuck that's from. I made that up on the spot.
No way. Really?
I don't know what the reference is, but...
Conjuring 2, anyway.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Damn.
I thought you would know, considering that you had a status post related.
I only
to
watched
such.
the first one. Okay. I was too scared to watch the second one because I was like, eh. But anyways.
Anyway.
Right. If you can find his true name, you can seal him away. Thorastun is a different case. If he is freed in general, it seems like that is his win condition. So if he is able to awaken Cognosa and whatever lies beneath, it may be too late.
Is it...
And he... Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I say, is it too late?
No. For now it is not too late. You must take him down before he frees Thorastun and plunges the world into an eternal night and makes the universe anew. There are, of course, 2 actions to take. And he kind of makes these 2 winding roads appear. He goes, you may spend your time finding Asmodeus' true name and gaining the power and influence. And once he's weakened, finally take his life. Or you could complete the ritual of banishment. I believe Elora knows more about that than I. So, what I will say is that finding his true name takes much longer than the ritual of banishment, or the primal rites of banishment. That is all the advice I can offer. Face disappears behind the clouds.
But I say out loud in my head, but wait, how do I complete the ritual?
And no response. And Asmodeus kind of looks up at the sky and goes, beautiful day. Where you think you saw your guy.
So how do I do this? I don't know how to do the ritual. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, okay, is Laura near me?
She could be around. If you
Okay,
want to make a perception check and run away from Asmodeus, who's directly at your right.
Asmodeus?
Yes. Oh, you want to join my side? That sounds great. Come on. We
How
always
much
have...
do you like fighting?
It's sort of fun, I guess.
How much do you love killing?
Well, when it's for the right purpose.
How would you okay. How fun do you think it would be to kill me?
You pose an interesting proposition.
I'm not posing any proposition. I'm just wondering, how fun would it be to kill me?
I would get rid of one of my mortal enemies, so I suppose it would be quite a lot of fun, but if you're planning something here, I can see it.
Not planning anything. All I want to do before my final days, well, before my final day comes where you kill me or when I fight you, I at least want to prepare. I at least want to fight out my hardest to defend this world. Just grant me at least 2 days. Just 2 days. No destroying or anything. I can give you the fight, and I can give you the perfect chance to kill me. Just give me a chance. And give them the chance.
Roll a persuasion check.
Here's that. Persuasion. Okay. I can't find. There it is.
What'd you roll?
14. 14.
He looks at you and goes, "Ugh!" And the earthquake comes to a halt. And you look around, and there are all these men, women, and children just looking over towards you and hugging amongst themselves and kind of standing aback. And he goes, "I'm missing out on the chance to kill you right now, but
Wouldn't you rather like your prey to go down fighting?
it is more fun that way. You are correct." E4, knight c6, bishop e7, d4.
Just please, give a person with a death sentence one last wish.
You hear just his body coil, and his skin eventually begins to harden into kind of this reptilian green scaly mass. And his right hand stays human though. He grows in anger as his body begins to become encased in fire, and it finally halts as he goes, "Fine then. But if I win the fight in 2 days, your soul is mine."
Fine. You can kill me for all I care. All I want is a chance before you come and destroy everything.
His right hand is lit up in fire as he extends it towards you. "We have a deal."
I look down at my hand. Wait. I shake his hand. You couldn't see it on the camera.
Like grasping at a metal bar that's on fire. And you feel the heat seeping into your fingers as he kind of smiles and goes, "With the win condition in mind and prepared."
I look at Cognoza. Just so we're clear,
Oh, Asmodeus.
I'm not happy about this. Or Asmodeus. Just so we're clear, I'm not happy about this. If my friend goes down, I'm not the one that's shaking my hand with you. I plan on continuing the fight.
Would you like to
And no, I'm not going to give you my soul.
How did you know I was going to say that?
Because you seem to like them.
Fair enough. She's an intellectual woman, Alara. You could learn something from her.
Well, this woman inspires me.
I'm sure she does. And he just kind of wraps his hand and just kind of puts his thumb and his pointer finger just on the back in front of your head. And he just goes, "I'm very, very sure she does." And he eventually just kind of walks onto this aerial platform up towards the doorway. And he pushes it open, and you see the many demons, devils, and they're all rejoicing from inside the nine hells. Going, yes, yes, he's won. She stands no chance. He will win for sure. And the door and the pathway vanishes. And Laura, you see kind of maybe 30 feet away from you to your left, kind of peeking out from the side of a building, kind of calls out to Hilera and goes, "What have you done? You can't win against him," as he approaches. "That's a fool's errand, Hilera. Why? You've challenged Asmodeus?"
Trust me. I won't die in 2 days.
How do you know this?
Just know that I promise I won't die in 2 days. You have my word.
Go ahead, Crystalina.
I lock eyes with Hilera. And smile weakly. Well, good luck.
Don't
My
worry.
heart sinks at the occurrences that have just gone down.
Selena, don't worry. I won't die. Trust me. I have a plan. I won't
Well,
die. Not again.
yeah, I hope not.
I won't give up.
Honestly, it's not the fact that you could die that makes shivers go down my spine. It's the fact that you gave him your soul so that you can't rest even if you die.
I'm fine with that. But
I'm not.
just know my soul will be mine forever, and he will not have it. And I think I know why. But now is not the time to worry. Time for planning. Laura, I need to speak to you. Please.
Sure. What do you need?
I need to talk to you about a certain type of ritual that my father told me about. And you should probably already know what that is.
When it comes to Asmodeus, I have one in mind. The primal rite of banishment.
You know the one.
Okay. Well, it takes... First, you will have to find a champion deity to... Well, patron deity to pray to. But with such potency as yours, I'm sure that would not be an issue. You will have to find the physically strongest members of your party to forge these two tremels. They must be stuck inside of his body. And finally, well, I believe there are three actually, sorry. And finally, you must read from the book of banishment while the tremels are stuck inside, and if you do, he will be sealed away, and his influence can spread no more.
And how long will that take?
We are in a time crunch, aren't we? Well,
If we were to move at max speed and do everything efficiently.
At max speed, considering given the fact that you would fight him at exactly noon in 2 days, we'd be just on time.
Okay. And one other proposition. Well, not proposition, just another thought. They say that if you know the demon's name, you have power over it. How long exactly? Well, more like how would one go about getting the name of Asmodeus? If not, well, if you know it, at least.
It takes much research and proper care, and I doubt that it will be sort of a short, very quick solution to come to. But if you wanted to, it would be very, very intensive care and research, but we could have his name in 2 days.
Okay. Well, I get the feeling that we should try to more like we should try to split up our tasks. Like we have two teams. We need to if we can get both of them in 2 days, we should try both solutions. We have one researching about Asmodeus's real name, and we have me me and another and few more party members to go and complete the ritual. And when it comes time to fight him, we can use both solutions, and hopefully that would work. We can weaken him with his name, and then banish him.
You're very smart. I like that. Okay. So let's split into 2 teams. Do you want to start tomorrow or today?
Right now,
Okay.
we can take a little bit of a rest, but if we want to, protect this world, we need to start immediately. And I already know the people I want to go with me.
Okay. We'll meet up after your little rest, shall we?
Okay. I'll see you. Wait, what time is it?
It is sort of still kind of early in the morning, maybe 11ish.
Okay.
It was noon last time, wasn't it?
12:30 now. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it was noon last time when when Hilary was in her bed.
Oh.
Remember?
Oh
It
yeah.
was yeah. So this is the next day afterwards. So yeah, it would be like 11.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we can rest for like an hour, maybe even 2 if need be. But then we need to get on our stuff, and I already have the party members I want to come with me.
Okay. So, and Laura agrees to your sentiment. We all go off about getting your own long rests, and with the weight of the world on your minds, and with a gambit that you hope can fool the one who fooled the entire universe, you eventually meet up again with Allura. And you see this familiar turtle man, this sentient turtle boy that walks over and goes, "Oh, heard you could use a little assistance."
Yes, thank you.
Of course, I don't mind. Always wanted to fight that old bastard.
Well, it'll be mostly me doing the fighting, but you will be hopefully a great help.
I'll be around.
What is your main, like, what can you do? Just wondering. Like, are you more of a smarts kind of guy, or are you more of an action kind of guy?
I'm more of a physical kind of guy.
Well, okay. Well, then you can come with us then. Are all the party members here?
Yes, everyone is here. Smash.
I was just about to say that. Okay. So the people who I want to come with me are Crystalina, Stamos,
Oi.
and not Daniel, Jason. Well, yeah, Jason, because he's just like he has pretty much the same power as Stamos.
Sure, why not? As he steps over.
Okay. Mostly the reason why I want you three is because you guys are the strongest. Sorry, Celthus. You're more of a smarts kind of guy, considering that you studied in an academy, so
Yeah, I don't
you would
mind.
do great.
No offense taken.
But you two with your Eldritch Blasts, and you with your just unbridled strength, Crystalina, we can take down us. Well, not we can take on this banishment ritual. And Alora, Saltos, and Anya, you guys can do the research.
Of course. We will try our best to have his name in 2 days.
Okay, and if need be, hire as many people as you possibly can. Well, not hire, just gather, or if need be, yeah, hire. Gather as many people as you need to search for that thing. The whole world depends on it.
I will. All right. Everyone, gotta put our all into this. It could mean the end of the world if we fail. And that big old, freaking, what's the word for it? That iconic everyone put your hand in the center moment. And everyone kind of nods to each other. And Alora goes and kind of taps everyone's kind of temple. This will keep us in touch. Anytime you need anything, or if you come across any issue and you need to contact the other team, just speak up. Right.
For sure.
Team Tramo, Team Research. Let us try our best, eh? And as everyone nods and yells, aye! We're gonna end tonight's session right there. All
Yeah.
right.
Ooh.
Thank you guys for watching.
Things are getting juicy.
Ooh.
Things are getting juicy. We'll see if you guys can outplan
Oh, man.
Asmodeus. I have to come up with... Oh, God. What's his plan? All right.
You get all that?
But yeah, thank you for watching on stream, and we will see you when we see you. Stay hydrated. Don't forget to love yourself. Blah, 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 blah.
Stay thirsty.